Hi guys, Ken here, your Thrifty Apprentice, and welcome back to the studio. Today's video is going to be our second DIY video in our two-part DIY mini-series for the channel. We're going to take a look at some different things today. We're going to be looking at a very mini art haul. We're going to look at ways to put together DIY travel palettes, and we're also going to talk about a giveaway that the studio is having. So if you guys remember, in our first DIY video, we created travel watercolor art journal and or sketchbooks, and this was the little sketchbook that we created. If you remember, the inside was created from the Canson XL, excuse me, 140-pound watercolor paper, and the book binding cover was created from Aim High Arts recycled A5 paper. We did the artwork itself with some Winsor & Newton watercolor markers, added in some washi tape and fray-free yarn for decoration, and in the end we had a very nice and usable little travel booklet here. I'll go ahead and link the link for that video in the video description below this one if you would like to go and check out how we did that. So we are going to be making DIY watercolor travel palettes or talking about some ideals and suggestions, should I say. We're not going to actually be making one, but we are going to go over different things that you can use and do in that department to go along with that little booklet. But first, let's go ahead and knock out this little very mini art haul that I had. Now, of course, you guys know that everyone right now is practicing stay at home, and I was kind of needing some supplies, so I went to Michael's, or let me explain. Instead of going to Michael's has this wonderful thing going on with their app, if you download it to the phone, where you can order for in-store pickup, curbside service. You order what you need online, you pay for it online, and then you pull up and they bring it out to you. You don't have to have any contact with a lot of people other than just the one person that's bringing it to you, and the contact is quick. You're exchanging, proving who you are, exchanging merchandise, and then you're on your way. It takes absolutely no time at all. I discovered that today, and I was really happy because it allowed me to go get the supplies that I need, get right on back to the house, and practice social distancing. So it was pretty cool. Really quick, what I picked up a Jane Davenport face stamp. I wanted to get this stamp because I am about to take on trying to work on facial features, skin tones with watercolors and other media. So I just wanted to get that stamp. I figured it would be a great starting point. It was on sale for $1.97, so it was a great buy. I picked up a pack of 24 Crayola erasable color pencils. And the reason that I did that is because I've kind of gotten into the habit of maybe moving away from graphite pencils and doing the sketching for my artwork with erasable colored pencils. And I just think it makes it easier, and it helps me to lay down and block in color better. And then it also prevents me from having to ink my drawings in as much. So I just wanted to pick those up, and that 24 pack was regularly priced. I want to say it was regularly priced. No, it was $9.79, and of course with that 30% off all regular, your entire purchase of regular priced items is 30% off with the current Michael's coupon. So I really only paid $9.79 for those. So that was actually a really great buy. I picked up this little storage travel container for travel watercolor or travel art kits. I thought it's a pretty fun and nice size, fit down to maybe a medium-sized purse, or for a guy, or book bag, or your art bag, and you can get a lot in there. It's actually pretty spacious while being moderately compact as well. So I want to pick it up. Thought it was a pretty good buy as well. I paid $2.99 for that. So yeah, really nice. I got an additional Jane Davenport mixed media sketchbook. Art Journal. Of course, you guys know I already have one of these that I work in, and the supply was very limited there. As a matter of fact, this was actually the last one, and oh yeah, I've already opened it, but I love these books. So this was actually on sale, and I think it was on sale for what? It was $5.99, and I got it for $2.99 because of the coupon. I picked up Art Philosophy's Prima 12 half pan classic watercolor set. Now I already have the tropical watercolor set, so I wanted to pick this up. And I'm going to be showing you guys something I'm going to be doing with this later. But yeah, you know, these at Michael's are regularly priced $31.99, but because of the coupon, I got it for $22.39. So that was actually a really good buy. And last but not least, I picked up Canson Mixed Media booklet. This is the spiral bound. This is going to be my new art journal. I wanted to pick up one that I was going to start using specifically for the videos that I put out for you guys to paint along with. And this one is actually their artist series. Now, I typically use the XL series, which is more like their student grade or their scholarly grade of paper. It's actually the more affordable pad of paper. But for this particular sketchbook, I picked up their artist series. And it's the one that you find with the black label, or the, you know, mostly black covering. And this is the mixed media 9x12. It's 138 pounds, and there's 30 sheets in here. So technically 60 if you do front and back. But I typically don't do front and back of my sketchbooks. And in this sketchbook was priced regularly $15.99, but I got it for $11.19. So altogether today at Michael's, I spent about 57 bucks. I saved a total of about 21. So I feel like this little mini art haul was a success, and it's going to help me, you know, get through this little spell that we're all going through right now. So let's move on and talk about our DIY travel watercolor palettes. I'm going to knock stuff over here. Palettes that ideas, should I say. So I want to show you guys a couple of palettes that I've put together and show you some things that you can buy really economically at some very local places. Even now being you might want to order them online and have them shipped in, but still. So let's start with this little palette here. Now this palette I have my Fine Touch watercolors in, which is a house brand for Hobby Lobby. They also carry the Master's Touch Fine Art Studio. Now, Master's Touch, I say go for. Fine Touch, stay away from. Be warned. It is not a paint that I recommend. However, because it came in tubes, I put it into this little travel palette. It was a 12 color set. I put the 10 colors and in the little travel palette, and the black and white I just threw into my tube storage box. So as you can see, this is actually a thread box or a button box that I picked up from Walmart. I want to say this was $1.99. The thing that I like about it is that the walls of each potential wheel comes all the way up to the very top. So when you close down the lid, that lid lays flush against it. So if any of your paints dry and you're traveling, they won't jumble around and get all mixed up and things like that. I really like these type of little travel palettes for gouache, because gouache has a uncanny tendency to just break apart and things like that once it dries down. So to show you what I mean, this is actually a little gouache travel palette that I'm actually putting together in the same type of box. This is Reeves gouache. And I've just put the colors. It was an 18 color set. This only has 10 whales in it. So I just put the 10 colors from that 18 color set that I use more often. And they are both really nice size. And you can see, and let me show you guys. You can just put that with your little book. Bam. Travel. Nice and compact. Throw your little water brush on the side there. When you band it together, you're good. So that's one idea. Now, let me show you guys something that you may have around the house. Now, this is a little travel palette that I actually, let me put this back in here right quick, guys. This is a little travel palette that I actually made from a nail holder. You know, the little nail boxes that you get nails in when you buy a package of nails from like the hardware store. And I believe that's exactly where this came from, like Ace's Hardware. Bought it years ago. Used up all the nails out of it. Again, it was perfect for travel. This is gouache in here. It was perfect for a little travel palette. And I just have the primaries, brown and a white, and just one second, orange in here. But the walls of each wheel comes all the way up to the top. And then this particular one, because it was holding nails, has grooves. I don't know if I'm holding it in frame, but it has little grooves in the top there, which latch the walls down. That is so perfect for gouache. So, and I mean, I'm sure most people have, you know, bought one of these little boxes of nails for some reason or another in some point in their life, and may have it laying around the garage or the shed. If not, check your husband's shed, check his toolbox. I'm sure you can find something like this. That is great. And that was free. It was just something that I had. This is another idea. Now, this one I think is really cute. This little palette, or this little travel box, was actually a smoky eyeshadow palette that I picked up from Walmart around Christmas time. It had a row of eyeshadows in it, which I just popped out and gave to a coworker because I knew I would be using this as a travel palette, and I thought it was so cute. And I just popped my Grumbacher Academy tube paints into some half pans, put a magnet on the bottom so that it would stick to the tin and not move around and juggle it around as I traveled with it. There's enough space in here for me to stick a little water brush down on the side. I can even stick sketch pencils or a couple of watercolor pencils in there, like that I would be using in a painting. So this is a great little travel idea. And I paid like $5 for those eyeshadows. So you want to keep your eyes open at places like Walmart and Target, even Dollar General and your little dollar stores around the holiday times, and you can find great little ideas like this for really, really cheap. I just, you know, swatched them out and put me a little chart in there. Now, you may want to take like some white paint and spray paint that white. That'll be a great mixing area if you do that. So yeah, I think these are neat little ideas. Let's see what else here. This little travel palette idea, and I just have a tube of Art Skill. This is a kid's brand of watercolor. Now, the walls of each wheel did come up to the top, but these dividers come out. So be warned. If you happen upon one like this that you're going to use, you may want to take some glue, like hot glue, or a really quick drying adhesive, and glue those walls down on the bottom so that you won't have that happen where your paint leaks and blends together with each other, or either in any empty wheels that you may have. But I picked this up from Dollar General for like 99 cents. It was a little thread holder. And I figured it'd be great as a little travel palette because it was really compact. You see, all of these fit really well and compact with like the little booklet that we made. So all of these are some really great ideas. Now, I wanted to really quickly, because I told you guys earlier about this Prima. These Prima watercolors come in some really nice little travel palettes. But the thing about companies like Prima and who else, like Jane Davenport, they break their paints up into sets. And there's 3 and 4 different sets, and each set comes with 12 half pans in it. And I thought to myself, well, you know, I really like this Prima watercolor. I'm a real big fan of the Tropicals, and I haven't done a review on it yet, but it's coming. But I was trying to wait till I got them all, that I can just do a review on them all at one time. And now that I've got this one, what I'm going to do is actually take, because I want to use these as travel palettes. So I have this 2410 palette of Master's Touch watercolor that I do not currently use. And this, I've suggested this idea to you guys before. When you get a paint that you don't use, you can take it out and use the palette for something else. Now, I do use Master's Touch, but I have a 12 color travel palette that I already use, and I don't have any need to use these half pans at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these out because I want to have all of the Prima watercolors in one place. So I'm going to pop these little half pans out of here. And I did kind of, a lot of those have kind of been open so that I could look at the color, and then I just stuck them back in there. Some of them haven't been. I'm not going to worry about keeping them in any type of order because I'm just going to drop them in another box for now. I just want to make sure I don't get the wrappers off of them. I'm going to drop them in another box for right now and break them down and put them in another palette later on when I get ready to use them. I'm just going to put them in storage for right now. Okay, so you guys watched me get all of that out. Now what I'm actually going to do is take my Prima watercolors and I'm going to make a whole palette. So here's an idea for you guys. I mean, by all means, I'm sure someone somewhere has already done this at some point. But I just wanted to do this real quick and show you guys this idea as well, although it's not this. And this actually could be a travel palette. I mean, let's be clear, it's not that big. And technically, I'm putting all the Prima watercolors that I have in one place. They are sticky. So, I'm just going to drop those in there. I'll put these in the order that they're in here. Trying to move quickly, guys. So, we can get on to the very next step here. While I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and tell you guys about the last idea I have for travel palette. So I was in Dollar General and I came across one of these, which is a 24-piece, puzzle for kids. It was in the toy section and it was only 99 cents. And it was a 48-piece puzzle set. And I was like, oh wow, that 10 would be great for a travel palette. I think that would be so cool. So I bought two. And basically what I did was I took all of the puzzle pieces out and gave them to a teacher so that he can give them to the students in his class. And then now what I do to convert this into a travel palette is I take half pans and put magnets on the bottom. And then just like with this palette, you can just drop those in. And you can fill it with tube paints and create a really nice travel palette. And you can get lots of pans in there, so you can have as many in there as you really want to, and it's still very compact, have a lot of colors with you. You can spray paint the lid white. That way you can use that as a little mixing well if you would like to. You can get water brushes in there. You can get your little travel brushes in there with it. So very nice idea, very cheap, very affordable. These things are like 99 cents. I'm sure you can find these little puzzle tins online around the same price with absolutely no problem. Which also brings me to wrapping up the video and talking about our giveaway. So we are going to be having a giveaway, guys, and that giveaway is going to be of a travel set. I am going to be giving away, without knocking things over because my desk is so full of stuff here, I'm going to be gifting and giving away the travel watercolor journal sketchbook that we made, along with one of these little puzzle tin that is going to be filled with, well, let me get the right one, that is going to be filled with 6 half pans and a water brush. And we're going to fill those, and I'm going to fill, or I'm going to have somebody here help me fill those half pans with Daniel Smith Essential Watercolor Mixing Set. And I mean, these are 5 milliliter tubes, and I think out of a 5 milliliter tube, you can get 2 or 3 pan fillings. and I am more than happy to share with another artist, and it'll be a great opportunity for someone to have a very, what I think is a nice little travel palette with a 6-color essential set of some really nice watercolor paints from what I understand. And I just kind of wanted to share. So here's what I'm doing. I'm taking, let's see here, the little travel box that we picked up, or that I picked up today. I'm just gonna set this to the side. I'll finish setting it up later. I'm gonna take the little box that we bought today, and inside I will be putting the travel journal along with the little travel DIY palette filled with the Daniel Smith paints, as well as the water brush. We're gonna throw in a brand new Staedtler B sketching pencil, and both a black and a gray fine liner Staedtler pens in that little travel box. We're gonna close it up, we're gonna put it in the mail, and we're gonna ship it off to a lucky viewer of ours. I think that I have been so welcomed into the art community by so many people who have done so many nice things for me, and I just kind of wanted to do my part to give back. I mean, just whatever little small part that I could, and I'm hoping that this is going to be a very nice little gift that somebody enjoys, and gets to use. So here's what you have to do to win, or what you have to do. I only have one, guys, so you know, that's okay. Maybe later on down the road, I'll be able to do a little something else. So the only thing you need to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment as to what will be the first thing you think you may want to paint if you receive this travel watercolor kit. It's that simple. So the way we will go about choosing the winner is I will be selecting 5 comments from under the video that I think would be beautiful paintings to see in a sketchbook from the things that you guys tell me you may want to paint. I'll take those 5 names as well as those 5 comments to a completely independent party who would then make the selection as to which comment that they think is the best. And that's about the fairest way I can think to do it. If someone can suggest something better, I'm all open to that idea for the very next one of these that I do. But that's the way that this particular one is going to work. I hope you guys participate. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get somebody this little art travel set out. I mean, I think it's got some great things in it. You got you some Canson watercolor paper, some Daniel Smith paints, pencil, 2 fine liner markers, again, and a water brush, all in a very nifty, handy little travel kit that you actually can get several other things in there with the stuff that's coming if you would like to. So guys, there you have it. That is going to be our contest. Again, I really hope you guys participate, and I can't wait to see who wins. So that's the video for today, guys. We've talked about the little mini art haul. We talked about several different ideas for DIY travel palettes that you can put together. I showed you guys the travel palette I'm going to be putting together for the contest, and in a week's time. So this video will go up on a Wednesday, tomorrow. So a week from today, the entry to win will close. And then on next Thursday, the winner will be chosen and contacted. In the video after that winner is chosen and contacted, we'll be announcing the winner to you guys. So that's going to pretty much be it. If you guys like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. You need to do both of those in order to enter the contest anyway. Go ahead and head over to the Thrifty Apprentice Facebook page and like us there to keep up with the things we do both on and off camera. Share the video. Let other people participate. Maybe somebody will be interested. I mean, the more the merrier. I can't wait to see what you guys take. I'm excited. I am. I can't wait to see what y'all want to paint with this stuff. And don't forget to join us again here in the studio. It's been my pleasure. And remember, as I tell you at the end of every video, just keep painting.